So I feel like in life, a lot of people are chasing this constant pursuit of a constant happiness, a constant positivity, a constant positive feeling. And that just doesn't exist. I think it's a very unhealthy pursuit. You know, I used to be like that. Back in year 11 when I was 16, I used to chase happiness as if it was like an object I could attain. And once I achieved enlightenment, you know, and I knew the answers to life, then everything I ever wanted and desired and wanted to manifest would come true. But what really happened was I kind of lost my mind in the process. You know, when you're chasing this constant feeling of good, you start to become afraid of the bad. You start to become afraid of the negative feelings. Whereas that is just part of life. You know, there's dark and there's light. And sometimes you're going to have the darkness overwhelm you. You're going to have doubt, fear, shame, all these terrible dark feelings overcome you. But you can also have moments where you're filled with light. You're filled with love, joy, hope, faith, all these things. And really you need to realize you're not either the light and you're not either the dark. You're more wanting to aim for the middle, because too much light is poisonous and too much dark is poisonous. But to find yourself in the middle and working through a place of darkness and light and knowing those both intimately is possibly the best way to operate life, because you realize that each good thing that happens to you and each negative thing that happens to you is not permanent. It's not a constant thing that happens to you. It's something you experience and you go past it. And I think once you adopt that mentality of, hey, look, just because I'm feeling doubt in this moment right now, doesn't mean I should project into the future this negative feeling. Because that's really what's happening, right? We feel negative in the moment. So what happens is we look at our current situation and then we look further into the future where we want to be achieving our goals. But because we're feeling negative, we project this idea of negative self into the future, of failure, of fear, of guilt, shame, all these things that we don't want to happen, we project into the future. And if anything, we kind of self-prophesize something, right? Because we attach to that negative feeling. We don't let it pass through. We don't feel it through and let it be what it is, which is just a feeling. And same goes for the success, right? When you attach to the feeling of success too much, you can actually lose yourself because you end up being afraid of the negative feelings and you become afraid of the negative outcomes, where what you need to realize is the result of your actions that you do today are not determined by yourself. They're determined by God, right? You are the paddler of the boat and he is steering it. If you're not paddling hard enough, he's not going to be able to steer you to your goals. He's not going to be able to steer you to the result you'd like, right? So some of us be looking at God being like, man, why are we not at our goals yet? Why am I not a millionaire right now? It's because we're not paddling hard enough. Or perhaps we're paddling hard, but the route we're going, it's a little bit wavy. It's a little bit tougher. You know, maybe we've got a hole in the ship temporarily that needs fixing. And we're going through it and it feels like it's lasting forever. And then we jump ship because the negative feeling we're feeling is too much. We're putting in the work, we're not seeing the results, and we think the boat's not moving. Whereas in fact, the boat is moving. You have momentum. You're only 300 meters away from being in a calm water where all the fish are there, where there's a beachfront. You wasn't far, but you decided to jump boat because you couldn't take the negative feelings that you didn't believe would pass. So I think really the best way to look at your anxiety, look at your fear, and look at the things that you don't want to happen, and to look at the things you want to happen, the hope, the joy, the faith, is to realize that no matter what path you take in life, no matter if you're pursuing your passion or you're pursuing a corporate job, you will feel negative. You will feel positive. You are not either of these. You are simply someone experiencing them. And once we can detach from the negativity and we can detach from the positivity and just live as a free being who is not controlled by the perceptions that they put in his own mind of negativity and positivity, we'll be able to flow freely and allow things to happen and things will come true. See, I think on my SMA journey, this is something I've had to learn, is the ups and downs, the highs and lows. I'm not either of them. And I don't want to be either of them, because they do not define me. Feelings do not define me. What needs to happen is I am separate to them, and I am moving forward every single day towards my goals. Doesn't matter if I feel good, doesn't matter if I feel negative. The only constant I can guarantee in my life is that I put the inputs in that will get me the results. So that 6, 9, 5, 8 years from now, I can reap those rewards. And it's just making sure I stay constant in my pursuit of greatness, and I don't allow the temporary things of feelings and negative and positive control me.